Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I have another Finder Seekers box, and I think it is the Las Vegas edition, so we are going to open it up and see what is inside. Alright, so it reads, "Hello fellow seeker, welcome to Sin City. Are you feeling lucky? Unfortunately, luck will not get you far in today's find. While the glitz and indulgences here are abundant, we have work to do and a mission to complete. To finish this find, you'll need to collect 10 playing cards from the deck provided. These 10 cryptic cards will then be used to complete the mission. Inside the box should include a deck of cards, right here, a Hoover Dam puzzle, 3 electrical wires, a Fremont Street puzzle, a Las Vegas wedding brochure, the Strat puzzle, a mode fashion advertisement, and a Caesars puzzle, and 2 dice. So let's go online and begin the quest. Alright, welcome to Las Vegas. Danny Ocean has worn out his welcome in Las Vegas. His frat pack's continual swindling of casinos has become passé and a nuisance. The local authorities have enlisted the Society of Seekers to infiltrate his gang and stop their next robbery. Your mission is to solve puzzles that reveal 10 passwords required to collect playing cards from Ocean's chums. These cards will then reveal the location, date, and time of the next heist attempt. Let's begin the chase. Neon Boneyard Park. Your first stop is the Neon Boneyard Park, where old signs from the strip lay to rest. The collection includes more than 200 historic signs, including those from Caesar's Palace, the Golden Nugget, and Stardust. As you wander the dirt path lined with rusty metal, you come to a particular sign that is still in working order. To collect your first card, you must examine the sign, which contains a password. Okay, we think we figured out the puzzle, and almost looks like a clock, and in each section it has very similar details or symbols, but there is one between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock, and it clearly says plasma on it, so we're going to put plasma in and see if it works. Nice work, you've identified the first playing card. Remove the Jack of Clubs from the deck of cards included in your box and set it aside for later. So let's get the Jack of Clubs from the card deck and put it aside. Alright, the next puzzle, Hoover Dam. Completed in 1936, the Hoover Dam is an amazing feat of architecture and engineering. The dam impounds Lake Mead, which is the largest reservoir in the United States. At the time of its opening, the dam was also the largest hydroelectric power plant in the world. As you take in the sweeping views from the top of the dam, you are handed a circuitry board and 3 metal wires. To secure the next playing card, you must figure out the numerical code. Okay, I think we figured out the secret code, and what we had to do is for each line, we had to match the symbols with each electrical wire. So for the first one we got 6, the second is 3, the third is 4, and the fourth is 9. So we are going to try that and see if it works. Alright, that worked. You've identified another playing card. Remove the Ace of Diamonds from the deck of cards included in your box and set it aside for later. So let's get the Ace of Diamonds from the deck. Alright, on to the next puzzle, Fremont Street. As a historic district of downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street has long been the representative scene for Sin City depicted in movies and posters. It is home to some of the earliest casinos and was nicknamed Glitter Gulch after the many flashing lights and neon signs, including Cowboy Vegas Vic. You wandered the bustling street, which has undergone a lot of revitalization in recent years to try to attract gamblers from off the strip, and then enter Binion's Gambling Hall. The main attraction at Binion's is a pyramid stack of cash that totals $1 million. Ocean's crony is here to hand off the next card to you, but you must give her a secret code. The 3-digit code is contained within the dice displayed in front of you. So we're going to take out the Fremont puzzle and try to solve that right now. Okay, so I think we figured out this puzzle, and I believe that we had to align the dice exactly how it shows and just rotate the dice along this path, and it ends up with a number or a side. And for yellow, we got 6, for pink, we got 4, and blue, we have 3. So we're going to put that in and see if it's the right code. And we did it. You've identified another playing card, removed the 3 of spades from the deck of cards included in your box, and set it aside for later. Alright, on to the next puzzle, the Las Vegas Strip. Your trip to Las Vegas would be incomplete without visiting the Strip. The world's largest casinos and hotels are concentrated along this 4 miles of Las Vegas Boulevard. The glamour of the lights and the over-the-top ornamentation is a result of the casinos competing for your attention and money. You've been directed to the high-stakes poker table at the Aria for your next card. As you approach the table, you are dealt a series of seemingly random cards with 2 missing spaces. You need to identify the absent cards. So I think we figured it out, and the easiest way to start is by the suit, because as you go diagonally, all the suits are the same. So between the 3 of hearts and 7 of hearts is the question mark. So we know it's the hearts and we put that down. And the same thing with the 7 of diamond and king is the question mark, so we know it's a diamond. And how we figured out the number, it looked like every 4th card is either greater or less than the first card. So, for example, 3, 7, Jack, and the 4th card is 2. 2 is lower than 3. And then 7, Jack, 2, 6, 6 is lower than 7. So we followed that concept or pattern. We were able to figure out the missing cards. But the second row is going to be greater. So 8, question mark, king, 9. And 9 is greater than 8. And question mark, king, 9, 5. We figured the question mark is going to be 4 because that is lower than 5. And for this one, it's going to be less. It's queen, 3, 7, Jack, because we know that from 3, 7, question mark, and 2, the 2 is less than 3. So we're going to put in the 4 of hearts and Jack of diamonds and see if that works. Alright, we did it. You've identified another playing card, removed the Jack of diamonds from the deck of cards included in your box, and set it aside for later. So let's get the Jack of diamonds out. Alright, on to the next one, a little white wedding chapel. You discover that one of Ocean's croonies is getting married at a little white wedding chapel today. They'll join Michael Jordan and Britney Spears among many others who have been married there. As you enter the gaudy waiting room, your senses are overwhelmed. Sights, smells, and sounds. An eager receptionist hands you a brochure, assuming you are here to book your own nuptials. You let her know you're here for your friend, and she hurries away. You sit in the lobby waiting for over 30 minutes, but the bride is a no-show. To your distress, you hear the same sappy love song over and over. Just when you're about to leave, it occurs to you that the song may have the key to earn your next playing card. So I'm going to take out the brochure, and there's also a song here that we have to play to figure out the passcode, but because of copyright purposes, I'm not going to play it, but I'm going to put the song in the description below for you to hear. So after listening to the song, I think we figured it out. And during the song, it sings pieces of the lyrics, which is numbered as different wedding packages. So we had to match them accordingly. So we're going to put that in to see if those numbers work. So that worked. You've identified another playing card. Remove the 9 of clubs from the deck of cards included in your box and set it aside. Alright, so on to the next one. The Strat. The Strat Hotel and Casino towers over the city at the north end of the Strip. It provides perhaps the best sweeping views of Las Vegas and offers a unique dining experience. At the top of the 1,149-foot structure is a glass-enclosed restaurant that rotates 360 degrees. After a satisfying heavy meal, you can then ride on one of the Strat's 5 thrilling rides that defy gravity and dangle you over the edge of the skyscraper. But today, you're on a mission. After looking around the observation deck, you spot a coin-operated binocular viewer. You deposit a quarter and peer into the viewer, which is pointed at a swimming pool below. Nice! Maybe you'll catch a nice view of sunbathers. Unfortunately, the pool is empty, but there is something peculiar about the scene. To earn your next playing card, decipher the passcode hidden in plain sight and enter it below. Okay, so let's get the Strat puzzle out and begin to solve this. Alright, I think we solved this puzzle, and what we figured out is that there are these umbrellas up here with color codes that match up with these letters on the side here. And then there are these swimming barriers that are supposed to match with one of these umbrellas, but some do not at all and therefore do not need to use all of the letters. For example, this umbrella matches with this P here with these colors. So that's how we kind of worked it and went on through the rest of the puzzle. And we found the word peeper, so we're going to try to put that in and see if that works. Alright, we did it. You've identified another playing card. Remove the King of Clubs from the deck of cards included in your box and set it aside for later. Alright, on to the next puzzle. Las Vegas City Center. You walk into the Las Vegas City Center and admire the beautiful decor and luxurious open space in the main atrium. The stores are all very high-end, including Tiffany & Co., Tom Ford, Louis Vuitton, and more. You are handed a boutique circular that you can peruse to decide where to shop. Prices aren't listed in the catalog, but if you can scan its pages, you might find something you can use to earn the next playing card. So let's get the Mode Fashion magazine out and try to solve this puzzle. Okay, so I think we figured it out, and on the back of the magazine there's a barcode, so we scanned it and we got something that said couture, so we're going to put that in and see if it works. Okay, so that worked. You've identified another playing card. Remove the 8 of spades from the deck of cards included in your box and set it aside for later. Alright, the next puzzle, Wicked Spoon. You've looked high and low for the best buffet in Las Vegas, and you may have found it at the Wicked Spoon in the Cosmopolitan Hotel. You hesitantly approach the counter that one of Ocean's henchmen points you to. As you admire the gorgeous spread set before you, you notice what might be a hidden message. What is the secret code to get the next card? Okay, so I think we figured it out. And if you look closely, all these dishes look like letters. So we got crave from that. And so we're going to try that out and see if it works. Alright, so that worked. You've identified another playing card. Remove the Jack of Hearts from the deck of cards included in your box and set it aside for later. Alright, and on to the next. Mob Museum. The Mob Museum, or as it is officially named, the National Museum of Organized Crime and Law Enforcement, features a wide array of artifacts, stories, and exhibits centered on organized crime in the US. You can see the original courtroom where 14 hearings were held in 1950 to 1951 that exposed many organized crime rings, and the actual bloodied wall from the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. But your favorite exhibit is a disturbing wall with victims' photos appropriately named the mob's greatest hits. And it goes on to say, Ocean's tech team has hacked into one of the casino's networks and is using its servers to attack Russian businesses. To earn your next card, you must identify the compromised casino using the list below. Okay, I think we figured it out, and it took some time to do so, because at first we thought that we'd try to put in the casinos on this list, but it didn't work. But then we noticed that the first letters of each of these casinos say Monte Carlo, so we're going to put that in and see if that works. Alright, that worked. You've identified another playing card. Remove the 7 of clubs from the deck of cards included in your box and set it aside for later. Alright, on to the next one. Caesar's Palace. Caesar's Palace was established in 1966 and is one of the largest and most recognized casinos on the Las Vegas Strip. Founder Jay Sarno envisioned an opulent experience where visitors are treated like Roman gods while indulging all of their human senses. Throughout the casino's palace, scantily clothed Romanesque statues are on display. The key to your next card is deciphering a code found carved into a sculpture of Venus. There are 3 missing words in a sequence of words that transform dice into card. 1 letter is changed in each line to form another real word. To earn your next card, you must provide the 3 missing words. Alright, let's get the Caesar's Palace puzzle out and solve it. So we think we figured it out and we followed the instructions pretty much. So there are 3 missing words in a sequence of words above that transform dice into card. And pretty much 1 letter is changed in each line to form another real word. So for the first one, we had dire, dare, and care for the third. So we're going to put that in and see if it works. So that worked. You've identified the final playing card. Remove the 10 of clubs from the deck of cards included in your box and set it aside for later. So I organized the cards a little bit because we have all 10 playing cards. So we're going to move on and see the final puzzle. So finish line. Now that you have located all 10 cards, let's play a little poker. The game is 10 card poker where kings are wild. The best hand has all of the details required to catch Ocean and his gang in their next heist. To complete the find, first identify the winning hand, then look closely at those 5 cards to uncover the date. time, and casino location of the yet-to-be committed crime. Good luck. So, while trying to figure out the final puzzle, I noticed that I didn't have the right cards. I had spades for the 9 and jack instead of clubs, so I swapped those out and can now continue to solve this puzzle. Okay, I think we figured it out. For the month, we found on the 7 of clubs that there is a Taurus symbol on it, but we're not sure if it was May or April, but we think it's April because the 9 of clubs has 27 circles on it, so we put April 27th as the answer. And then we found the time on the jack of clubs, which says 11:30, and in military time we put 23:30 because we found out it was nighttime because the king of clubs had a moon on it. And then for the casino, we found that the 10 of clubs had a Luxor symbol on it, so we put that in. So we are going to try and see if that works and if we have solved the quest. And we did it! Congratulations! You've successfully completed the Las Vegas find and stopped Danny Ocean and his pathetic gang from wreaking havoc in Las Vegas and creating another cliché sequel. So that is it for the Las Vegas edition of Finders Seekers, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. I think it took about 2 hours to complete, and I think that we can both agree that this might be our favorite edition of Finders Seekers. It was just a lot of fun incorporating playing cards into each puzzle as well as the dice, and it was a lot of fun trying to solve the wedding chapel puzzle with that song. But this is our last quest for Finders Seekers for some time, so I hope you liked this episode. If you did, please like, subscribe, and check out my channel for more puzzle solving videos, and I will see you next time.